Okay, if I can have your attention, continue to eat, please. We're just going to do multitasking here. We're going to do an award presentation. Again, one of the things that is important to the Alliance is really recognizing individuals that, put themselves out there and do things that are, innovative and really help push the envelope in a positive way. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, this thing called high flex learning. Anybody hear about high flex learning? Well, high flex learning, because I looked it up. I did chat GPT here, looked it up. Through Columbia University, it talks about it as the term hybrid and flexible, so high flex. A hybrid learning refers to learning that integrates complementary face-to-face or synchronous and online learning asynchronous experiences in service of intending learning objectives. So in high flex courses, students can choose the flexibility. So you basically have a teacher teaching live, it's being recorded. Also, you have elements of the course which are completely online. Does that make sense? Sounds complicated to me, right? Now, how many faculty members can really step up and do that well? And how many institutions can support that kind of pedagogical instruction? And so this year, we're recognizing 2 individuals that have really stepped up and done a beautiful job when it comes to leveraging high flex. And just so you know, from a recent EDUCAUSE article, higher education has fundamentally changed due to the impact of COVID. All the new normal set in much of the worldwide workforce has moved to either fully remote or hybrid work environment. Higher education must adapt to similar approach to allow future and current students the flexibility to learn in a way that supports their life circumstances. So really what it is going to the student and figuring out what's best for the student, not necessarily what's best for the faculty member or the institution. So that's why I think this is really, really powerful. Today's workforce is more flexible than ever because of the pandemic, and teaching and learning should be in alignment with workforce needs to prepare students for their professional lives. I'm blessed in so many ways. One of the biggest blessings I have is the executive director for learning development for MGM Resorts International lives in my house. She has 70,000 employees that she's responsible for when it comes to training, learning. So we have conversations, it's my wife, and we have conversations over the dinner, and she's talking about, we just canceled a multi-million-dollar contract with LinkedIn Learning. And they're upset, wouldn't you be, if you lost a multi-million-dollar contract with MGM Resorts International? And the reason for that is because it's basically wasn't working for them. Employers now, they're at the point where they're going to maybe hire high school kids and start training those kids when it comes to the competencies that are important for them. So one of the things that comes into play here, and that's why pushing the high flex, I think is important, because we have to offer the modalities that are important to our students who become then workers for our employers, correct? So that's why I think high flex is so important. What happened is a few years ago, I was talking to one of our award winners, Drew Smith at Walsh College. Drew, come on up, please. Let's hear a round of applause for Drew. I only laugh because we've had so many different conversations about dealing with faculty and dealing with the importance of providing students what they need, when they need it, and how they need it. There's a huge technology employ when it comes to doing high flex and high flex really well. So currently, Drew is a professor of management and clinical humanistic psychology at Walsh. Before that, he was the director of online learning, where he oversaw the design, development, and technical support for all Walsh online courses. So he's got a very strong passion for the student and providing the student what they need to be successful. And so Drew, I asked him to explain kind of to you what Walsh had done in this space. And after that, I'll present you your plaque. So here you go.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this. It's humbling. It really is. I do have to say, though, that I wouldn't be standing here if it were not for the instructional design team sitting right there. They have taught me more about how to do this properly then I'm not, and I'm not joking. Like they are the foundation that we have at Walsh, and they are unsung heroes. So any of you IDs who are out there, no one knows what you do, but keep doing it because we need you to do it. It's important. It's important. It's vital. So thank you, all of you. You guys are great. You're my favorite. So at Walsh, when the pandemic struck, you know, we one of the most beautiful things that happened, you know, I got to experience that. I got to lead all of these 200 and something courses into the abyss of pandemic. And within a week, we had all of our courses completely online. We were already at that point pretty close. We only had a few courses that were still meeting, thanks accounting and tax, right? They're still meeting on ground, but you know, immediately within a week, they all said, "Yep, well, let's get on board. We'll do it." Once we got over that hurdle, we realized, hey, we need to start figuring out how to do this well, right? We're not just doing it to cope. Let's see how we can make it thrive. Walsh spent the funds, the money to create these Zoom rooms. You know, we've got a TV in the back of the room. We've got a TV in the front of the room. We've got a camera in the back, camera up top. Cameras are everywhere. We've got this beautiful little, I don't even know how to work it, spaceship module thing going on in front, you know, and all the buttons to push. But I first got to start teaching our VH model, our virtual hybrid model, where students were coming back to campus right in 2021. And it was hard to get students on campus at first because of fear, because they had adjusted to their way of life. You know, getting to put your kids to bed rather than sitting in a classroom was really important for a lot of folks, including myself. You know, but moving into this VH space where they could tune in if they needed to, or if it was snowing, you know, we'd all still be able to meet and have that personal relationship with the faculty. There was a change that started to take place with our students. We still, the virtual students are still outnumbering the virtual hybrid students. However, I think we're trying to get that to turn, right? As people get more comfortable, they're learning that the more opportunities that we offer our students to engage with not only the content, but also with the instructors, they're valuing that and they're coming away from it more, and they're learning, hey, we missed this from the pandemic. It took it away from us. We got a lot of freedom from the pandemic, but we missed the human relationship that it happens in the classroom. So the more that we can encourage folks to do this high flex idea, I think we're going to start to see students coming back needing the networking with each other and with their faculty. So I'm grateful to be a part of it, and it's really fun. It really is. I had my VH class last night, and 7 of 8 showed up on campus. I had the largest class on campus. So, and I'm keeping it that way all semester. You have to give them a reason to come to campus, though, right? You've got to give them a reason. It's that the flipped classroom model. Thank you, IDs, for teaching me that, right? The flipped classroom, it works. So thank you. I appreciate it.
They've been longer than you wanted. But no, that's perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Good picture. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Well, one of the nice things with regard to this group is we can work together. We can collaborate. So one of the things that came into play was I think OCC was looking to try to step up and to take a look at high flex. So please, Professor Shawn Dry, please step up as we want to recognize you. Now, Shawn has been, he was started as an adjunct at OCC in 1996. How old? No. And he was hired full-time in 2003. And he was appointed the faculty fellow for teaching excellence in the fall of 2020 to help create OCC Teaching and Learning Center. When we did the first micro seminar on high flex, Shawn was really, really helpful to step up, made a beautiful presentation for all of our members to participate in. But once OCC knew they wanted to try to implement high flex, they put together a team to evaluate how the peer institutions were doing it, including Walsh. So thank you, Walsh. After seeing the demo of their high flex classroom, they used some monies, the CARES Act monies, to install the technology described earlier. And so they began teaching high flex in 2021. So I can't thank you enough for stepping up to the high flex challenge. And I've heard great things about your teaching at OCC. Okay.
Sure. Thank you. And thank you to the team for this award. It's very much appreciated. Uh, just as Drew said, I didn't do this alone. We had amazing help at the college. Much thanks to Jennifer Byrne, the provost that you all saw up here before. As the provost at the institution, she got fully behind HyFlex and incorporation of technology into the classroom. And so we have as much amazing technology in our classroom now that we have because of leaders like her on executive council and the administration. Barbie Hogue, my colleague back there, is my cohort. So I'm the faculty fellow for teaching excellence, and Barbie is the faculty fellow for academic technology. So we work together to help train our faculty in how to do awesome things and how to utilize the great technology that we have available. So very, very passionate about HyFlex. And just as you heard, it gives students an opportunity to attend class in a way that works best for them. And I cannot tell you how many students have told me over the years since I've been doing HyFlex that they would not have been able to complete my course if they didn't have the option to attend via Zoom sometimes because of illness or family issues or all of the other things that keep people out of classrooms sometimes. So if you're on the fence about it, think about it and call me and we'll talk about how to do it. So thank you.
Take a couple pictures. I know we're AI focused today, but I did want to introduce the great work, obviously that's happening throughout our throughout all the institutions that are part of the Alliance. Okay, we still have about 5 minutes, so let's take that 5 minutes to enjoy the rest of your meal, and then we'll pick it up in a couple minutes and we'll introduce our next presenters. Thank you.